Hello! So it's been quite some time since I've posted a video that's not some sort of 2 p.m. concert edit. So if you are a new subscriber, welcome. And my content is usually focused around 2 p.m. because they are my favorite K-pop group. And all the concert compilation edits I've been making is something that's pretty new recently. And that's mostly because I've had a lot of time at home and I just make those for fun. And I'm glad there's a lot of people out there who enjoy them because I do enjoy making them. So I will continue to make those, but I'm hoping to do more collection-based videos soon. So I started to take a break filming, I think mostly because of lack of motivation to film, because I haven't been getting that many things in the mail to share with you guys. And I haven't felt super motivated to film collection videos because those always take forever to edit and film and I guess prepare. Though, to be honest, all the concert editing I've been doing takes far longer, but we won't get into that. But today I wanted to share all of the items that have arrived in the mail, I guess basically starting January that I haven't shared with you guys. So I've done a few unboxings here and there these last few months, and also shared a couple, I think, proxy hauls, but I haven't shared everything. Again, more of a lack of motivation and just I haven't really felt like filming. But I'm going to remedy that today and sort of do an overview of things I haven't shared with you guys. So most of the things I'm going to share today are 2 p.m. related, but for those who are new to my channel, I do collect other groups, so you'll be seeing other group items here as well. But I'll start with the 2 p.m. things. First off with these 3 things which I have unboxed on my channel. So I won't be going in depth into these, but these are recent releases for this year, and I'll have links in the description for unboxings for all of them if you haven't seen those yet. And the next few things are things I've actually shared on Twitter, but I really like these items, so I'm going to share them in this video. And this includes a little order I made on Kpop Town for Jun K's fan meeting things. So for the fan meeting he had at the beginning of this year after his military discharge. So I ended up buying the sweatshirt for his Walking on the Moon fan meet, and I love this sweatshirt so much. I've worn it so many times since it arrived, but it's a really big sweatshirt, which I'm super happy about. It's one that is really cozy and oversized, so you could feel comfortable wearing it outside, wearing leggings or something. And you have some embroidery on the back as well with his fan meeting stuff. So I've gotten a lot of use out of that sweatshirt. And the other thing that I bought for his fan meet was the enamel pin set. So this is what the 2 pin designs look like. And it seems like there's been a lot more official 2 p.m. pins lately, which is good because my pin board was mostly of their ZPM pins from their Japanese events, so it's nice to have some variation. And then the last thing I ordered in that little mini haul from Kpop Town, and this was also before all the shipping delays started happening, was this OST for the 7th grade civil servant. And I bought this for 2 reasons. So Chansung does appear in this drama, so I think he has like a small photo in here. So yeah, he has photos on this page. And he's also in this little collage. And the other reason why I finally bought this was because one of the songs is sung by Junho and Taehyun. So if we zoom in here, they are the one that's listed first, so that first song. So I'm glad I finally have this because I think this is one of the older OST tracks that isn't available on Spotify. A lot more recent OSTs from K-dramas you can find on Spotify, but older ones, not so much. And I guess this year I've been a lot more active with group orders for US Hottest. And whenever I see some really good fan goods that a lot of people are interested in, I usually try to organize a group order for those on Twitter. And one of those was for some Junho fan site birthday goods. So I ended up getting all these things. This is a DVD. And there's a lot of just nice pictures of Junho from multiple different eras. And this is from one of my favorite fan sites of his. So you can never have too many Junho things, in my opinion. And lastly, there was this little film strip. So I just wanted to share that. And I also picked up a keychain. Let me grab that. So there's also some acrylic keychains, which were really cute. And I decided to go for the one with him in the Pen costume. Okay, next is another small proxy order that I did that I didn't share with you guys. Again, for the previous reasons I mentioned beginning this video. And this was a pretty small order. So I ended up finding a really cheap copy actually of the first volume of Junho's variety show that he did in Japan called Say Yes to Friendship. And this, I want to say there's a few different volumes. I'm forgetting how many there are, maybe 6. And this has the first, let's see if this tells me. Maybe the first 4 episodes. Yeah, that doesn't say in here. And so I kind of slowly want to get these whenever I find them for a good price. But right now, with Junho's, I guess, newfound popularity in Korea and I guess just worldwide now, his stuff has been a lot more expensive to find, even on Japanese proxy sites. And he was already popular in Japan, but there's a lot more demand for his goods, which is, I think, why we're seeing higher prices for all his stuff now. And I also picked up the Blu-ray edition of their first Japanese tour called Takeoff. And I already had the limited edition DVD package of this, but I always try to get the Blu-ray because the quality for concert Blu-rays is always much better than DVD versions. And they always have little posters inside, so this just has a little collage of different stills from that concert. And then I also picked up this pamphlet for Taecyeon's movie, House of the Disappeared is what the title is in English. And so this is a Korean movie, but this is the Japanese brochure for it. So we see this with a lot of actor PM movies. They usually have big premiere events with these fancy brochures for their Korean films. And if you've actually watched this movie, Taecyeon's not really in it that much. But how they market these movies, especially in Japan, where 2PM is popular, they really play up that he's in the film, which is why we have a lot of goods for this movie and other ones he's been in, where he's only the supporting role. And some other exciting things that I got that are Taecyeon related are his first 2 Christmas CDs, which were available to all the people who came to his fan meetings, I believe in 2013 and 2014, or yeah. So yeah, this one definitely came before this one. So this is from 2013, I believe. And as you see here, this one's signed, though it's a little smudged, which is okay. And the packaging is kind of weird. They have these Velcro kind of things, and it's sort of like Gentleman's Game, where the CD kind of pops out. So it only pops out to here, which is kind of weird. But that's what, let me show you what the disc looks like. That's what this special little CD looks like. And it just has this Christmas With You song in it. And then for the earlier one, this has more pictures of Taecyeon inside. But the CD is just enclosed here. So again, very simple packaging, and you just have 2 songs. So you have his OCAT song and the Christmas version, or his OCAT song. And then I picked up a bundle of a lot of Kun Story of concert goods. So these are some of the stickers that were part of the fan club lottery, as well as the lottery, I guess, tickets that you get. So there are 6 different versions. So that's what these look like. And then this is the special card that was for fan club members. And I also purchased a bundle of the Young Boy line for the 2018 Season's Greetings. I already had the other 2, so I'm trying to sell the other 2. And that was the only one I needed. And I also picked up Junho's standee, which was, I think, the only benefit you could get for his Home of Fatale movie, which I'll share later, because I also bought the DVD of that recently. But when it premiered in Japan, this was the benefit for going to the screening. And then the last thing that I picked up via proxy order was Wooyoung's signed rare card. So this is one of the harder cards to get because it's actually signed by Wooyoung. And I finally have it. And I just need 2 more for that set to finally complete all of 2PM's star cards. And the last 2 2PM related things I'm sharing in this video, a friend who lives in Korea helped me get a hold of, and also helped me with some group orders. I will link her Twitter handle down below, though I think she recently went private. So, but big thank you to Christina. And she helped me get this OCAT military, like, little mini suction doll. Before I just had his regular OCAT doll. So I'm happy to have the military one, so I could have, I guess, Captain Korea representation on my shelves. And she also helped me get a copy of Junho's recent movie that he had in Korea. And this is English subbed, but it's region 3 only, so you have to have a special setup to play it if you don't have a region 3 DVD player. And I've heard that the subs on here are much better than some of the ones that were floating around on the internet. So if you're thinking of getting this or just watching it subs online, I heard that the quality of the subs are much better on the official release. And there's also a special interview that's not subbed, but I always go out of my way to try to support all of Actor 2PM things and pick up either their DVDs or other merchandise that's related to their acting projects. And then for girl group things that I picked up in the last few months, first I'm going to share Sunmi's Make Star photo book that arrived, I think, in January. But I think you could find unboxings of this online, so I'm not going to go through this. I didn't go to her show when she was in LA. So it's nice to have this photo book to commemorate that, though, to be honest, the stapled sort of photo book situation they had with this, and given how expensive this photo book was, I was slightly disappointed with the packaging. And I also ended up buying the AR photo cards, or whatever those were called, the talking ones, the talking moving ones with a QR code on them. But those are in my binder right now. And again, you probably could find those in an unboxing online or somewhere on YouTube. But I always try to support Sunmi and all the Wonder Girls. And so I'm very happy that Yuben is going to be releasing something soon. And I did pick up Yenny's or Hot Felt's new album, and that should be arriving hopefully this week. I had to get that with EMS shipping, so there was major delays in getting that. And the other girl group release that I picked up this year were Dreamcatcher's new album, Dystopia. So I actually had all four, but I sold the V or the light blue version to a friend, so I'm gonna eventually have to pick up another copy of this. But if you haven't had a chance to listen to this album or Dreamcatcher's B-sides on most of her albums, you might just think of them as a sort of rock-inspired dance group that always has very hard rock elements in their tracks, and they usually do that for their promotional singles, but they have a lot of other sides to them and variation within their albums that I think a lot of people who appreciate different genres of music would really like. So definitely recommend giving this a listen, especially songs like Red Sun, Black or White, and you just have a lot of good songs on here. And we also got Paradise as a special track on here, so definitely worth giving a listen to on Spotify and picking up the album if you get a chance. Dreamcatcher's albums go out of print very quickly, so it's best to get these sooner rather than later. And then these last two things are not K-pop related at all, but I'm going to include them in here because I think a lot of K-pop fans, especially those who enjoy Dreamcatcher's releases, would enjoy. And that is Bandmaid's Conqueror album. So this is the limited Blu-ray edition, and Bandmaid is one of my favorite rock groups ever. And I guess their stick is that there are 5 members and they all wear these maid costumes and perform hard, almost leaning towards metal rock. And I just really love all their songs. Honestly, there's not an album that has disappointed me. So this came out last December, but I was a little slow to pick it up. So I got it slightly after its release. But definitely give them a listen, especially if you like Dreamcatcher's title tracks or other groups that do hard rock like FT Island or Day6's Japanese sort of discography. I don't think you would be disappointed, and I really like all the girls. I think they're great. And I guess more recently, I picked up their concert Blu-ray for their World Domination Tour. And yeah, I can't really say enough about them. They're, I think, my favorite band next to FT Island and Day6. They make really quality music, and they're very popular globally, so not just within Japan. So their stuff isn't super limited just over there, which is nice. And I feel like we'll be getting new music from them soon. I have a membership for their fan club, actually, and recently they sent an email with some demos of songs they've been working on. So very excited to hear what those sound like when they're released. All right, so I mentioned Day6 earlier, and I picked up a few new Day6 things, including Sungjin's character from, I don't know how you pronounce that, is it Animals? Demanimals? Something like that. But it's sort of like ZooPM, but they're characters for Day6, basically. So I picked up his youth one that comes with this really cute hoodie. And I also got Young K's character Key, and this his like little mini plush. And I actually got this in that proxy order from before, but I had it on my shelf, so I forgot about it earlier. But I'm really glad to have all these. And it just makes me want to collect more K-pop related plushes and get more ZooPM official ones. And the last Day6 related item I got was a Young K fan-made slogan. So I have slogans of my 3 biases in JYP. So I have a few JB GOT7 ones, Junho ones, of course. Now I have Young K one. And this is what it looks like on the back. so it's very shiny. And it came with a little notepad and this acrylic keychain. So I got the slogan set from a group order, though to be honest, there were some issues with the group order, so I probably won't say who it was, but it was one of the bigger US group order managers for Day 6 stuff on Twitter. But I'm glad I finally have it, and it all came in one piece. And I guess to continue with JYP boy groups, I picked up a few GOT7 things, including their latest album, Die. And I got this through a group order from my friend Ashley, who's on YouTube and Twitter as Ashley Epidemic. I usually order all my GOT7 stuff from her because she's very reliable. And through group orders, I'm able to try to prioritize JB things through her. So I just bought one version. That's what I've been doing for GOT7 things because I don't have enough space for multiple versions for groups that are not my ultimate groups. So I don't know what version this is, but the light gray album. So there's a lot of nice pictures of the boys in here. And it also came with the pre-order benefit, the World Tour log. And I did go to their spinning tour in LA. So it's nice to have this here. And for polls, Ashley was able to hook me up with a lot of JB things, as you see here. And I love this photo card. And she also got me a BAM card. And for other GOT7 things that came in these past few months, I ordered JB's Turbulence figure. That came in this box. And looks like this. So it's cute. Oops. It has kind of like a magnet on it, so it's supposed to sit on the stand. But here is what it looks like up close. I got that again from my friend Christina, who helped organize some group orders through the website With Drama. So With Drama's website has absurd EMS pricing, so she was able to pick them up in Korea and then ship them directly to me for much lower. So I'm very thankful for her going out of her way and doing that. And so the last thing I got was a trade. So I traded Jackson's other version of these pre-order benefits. And I'm totally blanking on the release, what it was called. But their last album before Die. So we traded that. So I have both of JB's pre-order benefit cards now, which is exciting. And finally, the last group that will be in this video that I'll be talking about is TVXQ. So I picked up their last Japanese single, Manzashi. I'm totally butchering that, so I apologize. But I just got this again from another proxy order that I didn't share with you guys, and I picked this up used, super cheap. It didn't come with a jacket card or one of the pre-order benefits, but those are usually easy to get after the fact later on. And the limited photo book versions for their Japanese singles now are just really pretty. I'm kind of glad they switched over to this packaging. So let me share what it looks like inside. So everything's very pink and pastel. Let me switch to this more sort of gray tone, blues. And we have the flap where the CD goes, and credits. So glad to finally have this single with me, and I really love, and I do like both of these songs, but the first one is probably my favorite. And then lastly, I have Changmin's solo album, Chocolate. So I ordered this off of Amazon Japan, and I didn't mention this earlier, but I ordered Bandmate's Conqueror album off of HMV Japan when I ordered the 2 p.m. Best of Japan album compilation thing. And for the World Domination Bandmate Blu-ray, I ordered that with Changmin's Chocolate album. I actually got 2 copies, but they were both this version, so I'm selling my other one to my friend. And I just loved Changmin's solo debut. I'm so happy that he was able to finally release an official solo album. Before, both him and Yoonho had solo releases in Japan, but they weren't really official debuts. They were more of releases for the fan club. So I'm glad he was able to release something in Korea. And honestly, the entire track list, which I believe is somewhere inside, is really good. My favorite songs are probably Piano and the song he did with Chungha are my favorites. And this is the photo card I pulled. So this is his one blonde hair photo card. And then I also got these 2 postcards because I'm buying the other one from my friend's album. And I'm really happy to finally have this, and eventually I'm going to get the orange one. But I will have to wait to order that one specifically. But let me flip through this photo book because, as you can see, it's a good photo book. So there's a lot of black and white photos, but there's some variation, which is nice. And that was it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm sure it's going to be long when I go to edit it. I do have a few more albums arriving. I mentioned how I'm getting Yenny's album very soon. I also have the Confession DVDs, so that's the drama that Junho was in last year. Should be arriving around the same time, so hopefully later this week. And I also ordered Day 6's new album, as well as GOT7's Spinning Tour Blu-ray. And I ordered those last 3 off of Aladdin, so they're a new store that I'm trying out. And to be honest, it seems like they're one of the better K-pop retailers if you live in the US. So what they're doing is they're offering free DHL shipping for orders over $50. And they do mark up their prices slightly to kind of accommodate for that free shipping, but they're much cheaper than Yes Asia, which also does the same thing. And with the DHL shipping, Day 6's album, which was released yesterday, is reportedly coming on Thursday. Today is Tuesday, so it's going to be very fast shipping. So what they do is, I think they use DHL to ship the albums from Korea to their store in LA. And they also use DHL shipping from their store in LA to my address. So I'm probably going to make a video about them if I really like them and let you guys know how that works out. But I think for now on, I might be just using them because everywhere else is very expensive. And they seem to be very reliable at the moment. I'll update you guys soon on them. And other than that, I don't really have any other orders coming. So I'll probably just focus on my collection sort of videos. And I promise to do updated videos on my 2 p.m. collection, so those will probably come first. And I might branch out and do, say, like a Day 6 collection video and maybe some other things if you guys have any suggestions. But that is it for this video. I hope you guys are doing well and staying safe. And until next time, bye guys.